How's it gaming? I'm Phil in the Blanks, and welcome to Cheese Cat-Astrophe starring Speedy Gonzales for the Sega Master System. This was I believe a UK only Master System game, maybe all of Europe, I'm not sure, but it did come out in North America for the Game Gear, though I like to usually just play the Master System version of the game because I like the resolution differences. It's just a nice, bigger screen, basically, for me to play on. And oh no, all the mice have been stolen by Sylvester. That is the plot. Let's skip the little attract screen. It still does the loading thing for the level, which is weird. Let's just jump in there. This is technically a game, I guess. There's not a lot to it, but you play as Speedy Gonzales. You can throw your little hat, little sombrero, and you have an ammo count for that. Now I have only 6, for example. And the point of every level is to find a key, and that key will warp you to a room with one of your friends in it. Why you just don't find your friend instead, why you have to find a key specifically. You see what I mean when I find it, but it's very odd. You can jump on enemies in this game, but it's kind of hard to do so, because the controls, they're not even bad, but the hit detection is not great on the enemy bouncing, so... Speedy looks pretty good for this game. For an 8-bit Sega game, he's actually not that bad at all. But he's very, like a beta version of Sonic the Hedgehog in a lot of ways. And he usually is in most games where he's in. And, now, pretty much all I'm looking for is the key. You can find other sombreros, that is, to increase your ammo. You can find cakes and pies and stuff, and that'll be your life. But every level is very simple. This is a very short game without a whole lot to it, with some very basic bosses. Here we go. We should be able to find the key in here, I think. Get some ammo first. Don't really need a whole lot of ammo, but it's nice to have just in case. And no, where's the key? You do need to find the key and thus save one of the mice in every level. You cannot exit the level without that. Oh, there it is. It's usually a green or like a blue key, and there we go. It's always this room, and you can just run and rescue the guy there. It's always the same. So again, I don't know why they decide we need to make it the key a collectible that just transports you to the same room so you can run forward to save the guy. Why does not just have the guy there? It's a little odd, but that's okay. Now, when I was planning to do a Looney Tunes marathon, I was pleasantly surprised by how many Speedy Gonzales games there were. Like, it's not a crazy amount. It's not like 15 or anything like that. But there was a Master System version, a Game Gear version, a Sega Genesis version. I think it was a Game Boy version, and there's like a Super Nintendo version. And there's a decent amount of difference between them. For the Sega Genesis, there is another game also called Cheese Cat-Astrophe. It's basically the same game, but it is much longer. And I mean longer. Long play videos were showing it at about 2 hours, which is way more than I want to do for a Quickie. My Quickies are an hour or less, maybe a tad bit longer if I need to. But, oh, there's the key. But 2 hours is way too much, and I was like, I'm not doing a full Let's Play for a Speedy Gonzales game right off the bat. One day, maybe, who knows. So anyways, I decided to do this one instead, even though they're, like I said, functionally very similar, just probably different levels. That was the norm back then, not so much like nowadays where there's no such thing as a dedicated portable system, right? The last one was like the Vita and the 3DS. And even then, you'd rarely see a game ported to both, but slightly different. Like, you'd see, like, Kirby's Epic Yarn came out for both the Wii and the 3DS, but they're functionally identical. Same with Yoshi's Woolly World, for example. But back then, back in the day, you could have a game on one system, like this game, Speedy Gonzales, and then the exact same named game for a portable system, but they would be different. The levels would be different, and they would count as different games. So this is kind of that scenario. I can't believe that counted on that weird spider thing. One of these holes has the key, and then one of the holes spawns the exit sign as well. So just kind of keep looking. I really like that background, I guess the foreground, the way it's like 3D looking. But yeah, the Super Nintendo game though was, oh geez, Speedy Gonzales, Los Gatos Banditos, I think, the Bandit Cats, I guess. I don't really speak Spanish, but that one's pretty easy for me. And that one's a completely different game. It's made by Sunsoft, and it's actually closer to a Sonic the Hedgehog game. That one ended up being a little bit long too, so I couldn't really... Oh, there's the key. I couldn't really do that as a quickie either, but that one I'm probably more likely to play in the future than the Genesis version of this game. But yeah, no, but I wanted to do a Speedy Gonzales game, because I think he's a pretty cool character, despite the fact that I know extremely little about him. I cannot, on the top of my head, remember a single Speedy Gonzales short. At all. And it's not because I was like, oh, I don't want to watch it. It's just because you didn't really see him a lot. My big, like, kind of, what I know about the Looney Tunes is strictly from the mid-90s, or early 90s, mid-90s, hello, Sylvester, Roadrunner, or Bugs Bunny and Tweety show. And every so often Teletoon in the late 90s would have, like, one of the movies, which is just a bunch of shorts together. And, like, none of them ever featured Speedy Gonzales. So I don't know if that was the point in time where people seemed to be offended by him, so they, like, just took him off TV. Because I heard in, like, in the mid-2000s, they, like, kind of walked that back. We're like, no, put him back on the reruns. I don't know. All I know is that I saw very, very little about this character. By the way, you can... Oh, well, he's dead now. You can grab those dynamite and hold them and cook them until you have to throw them up to Sylvester. Sylvester's Island of Danger, a weekend in Hawaii. Cool. Very creepy and fun music at the same time. The graphics are pretty nice, though. I'd be lying if I said this is an ugly game for the Master System. The music is not great. It's not super awesome. And the controls are not great either. Like I said, it's not an amazing Master System game, but it's absolutely functional. There are definitely worse Master System games out there. There's quite a lot of Master System games out there, too. Maybe not in North America. I think I've talked about that a few times. Master System was not super popular in North America, or even that popular in Japan. But in England, and especially Brazil, the Master System just dominated. And it is really easy to find a lot of Master System games for cheap in those areas. And one of my buddies, who he's from Britain, and whenever he goes there to like visit his parents, I used to have like a little bit of a budget, and he'd be a wonderful human being, and he'd like tour the local pawn shop and be like, "Hey Phil, here's a picture of what they got," and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, that's so many," and they'd be pretty darn cheap. So, I don't do that anymore. I'm not actively collecting anymore. Though, if you are collecting and you live in England or Europe, the Master System is a great system to collect for. There are, of course, expensive games for it. There are expensive games for every machine out there. But it's a pretty easy one to get a really fun, sizable collection with some fun games. And I feel like with the insane inflation of collecting video games, and not just because inflation itself is going up, just because everyone thinks everything's worth a lot of money, so now everything is just expensive in general in terms of collecting. I feel the Master System hasn't been hit nearly as much as Nintendo systems. Sega in general, actually, I've always found their prices for collecting pretty decent, other than like really rare Dreamcast or Saturn games. But like Genesis games aren't that expensive, though they're starting to go up. Master System games aren't that expensive. Game Gear games aren't that expensive. It's a good line of systems to collect for if you just really want to find a system to collect for, and you do enjoy that system, because obviously why would you collect for a system you don't like? Though I do own a decent amount of Virtual Boy games, and I do not like the Virtual Boy. But yeah, what was I talking about? I don't know. This is going to be one of those episodes where I ramble quite a lot. There's really not a lot to talk about in terms of the gameplay. This is the only underwater section in the entire game. Except for, I think, maybe the boss a little bit. There's really not a whole lot to this. Oh, geez. Exit, please. Jeez. I'll die a couple times, maybe, but it is not difficult. This is easily the kind of game where you pretty much just give to your kid in the back of the car while you're driving to, like, your grandparents' place out of province. It's very much that. This is such a weird boss, too. It's like, I'm dropping anchors on Speedy, says Sylvester. I hope he doesn't inflate a clam to spit the anchors back at me. I don't know, it's very weird. I'll say Sylvester's actually sprited really well. Looks great. Pretty good, pretty good. One of the things I'm actually fairly impressed with, to be honest, just doing this Looney Tunes lineup, is the fact that so many individual Looney Tunes get their own games. And it technically is like that for the Disney games too. Like Mickey Mouse has a lot of games. Donald Duck has a lot of games. Goofy has a couple, but like you're never gonna get, you know, a Minnie Mouse game. You got some Chip and Dale game that's pretty cool. Pluto's not gonna get his own game, but like Bugs Bunny gets his own game. Porky Pig gets his own game. Roadrunner gets his own game. Speedy Gonzales gets his own game. Taz gets its own game. Marvin the Martian probably has his own game. I just don't know it. Like, it's something I like. They try not to forget the characters. I'm not gonna say like friggin' Petunia Pig is gonna get their own game, or friggin' Clarabelle Cow deserves her own video game, though she does. She deserves a very violent one-on-one fighting game because Clarabelle's a badass. No, like I just like how a lot of the characters for the Looney Tunes do just end up getting their own game. This is a long boss. How is this not done yet? How many more anchors do you need to your face? You'd think it'd be like maximum 9 hits because he's a cat. Go away, Sylvester. Go away. Holy crap. For a game about Speedy Gonzales, oh my god, how many times have I called him Speedy Cerviche during this? I'm wondering. I'm so worried I'm going to do that. The faces of Sylvester's scaffolding. At least it's still in Mexico. I like that. Oh yeah, the lightning chases you. His name is Speedy Gonzales, obviously, but because I didn't grow up with him and know so little about him, when I think Speedy, my first thought is Speedy Cerviche from the Samurai Pizza Cats. So I'm honestly wondering. I'm gonna have to check that when I edit this. See if I can fix it up, splice some audio and fix it. But I might have accidentally already called him Speedy Cerviche a couple times. I mean, they're both fast, too. I mean, Speedy's the name, so that makes sense. One's a cat and one's a rat, so. But yeah, no, I heard that despite the grumblings of people who are overly sensitive about Speedy Gonzales back in the 90s, I guess in Mexico, I guess Speedy Gonzales is considered a great character. Like, people really love him. I'm like, that's good. That's always nice to hear. When it's really accepted by that community, you know what I mean? I like that. Oh yeah, this is a weird level. Auto-scroller. The very odd, looks like a paint, I think it was called the Paint Factory, actually. I wasn't paying attention to the name of the level. But yeah, just avoid the urchins. It reminds me of a very lame, tame Battletoads level. Very simple. And the music, man, the music is very, I don't know, kind of puts me to sleep a little bit. Not an overly exciting game. Speedy's deserves better. And there are better. Like I said, I unfortunately picked this game because of my arbitrary rules on quickies during this marathon. So. But question of the day. What's your favorite Speedy Gonzales short? If any. Did you watch a lot of Speedy Gonzales as a kid? Is that one of the characters you think of when you think of Looney Tunes? Not me. Though I should. I've got a bunch of the DVDs. I'm pretty sure at least 1 or 2 of those have Speedy Gonzales. I think he's a later character, too. Like, he's not as old as Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck or Porky Pig. I think Porky Pig's like their oldest character, too, that's considered a Looney Tune character. Not sure on that. Who's their newest? Is it still Lola? Is Lola still the newest character in Looney Tunes? Introduced in, I believe, 1996 in Space Jam. Then they completely revamped her for the, oh geez, I don't even know what it was, 2010's Looney Tunes cartoon, which I think is really good. I haven't sat down and watched it, but I've seen so many clips of it, dropping stuff. And I really, really, really like the way they designed her. Like, her personality is friggin' hilarious. She's not just a girl. That was our problem with Space Jam. Her whole thing was, I'm girl. And they're like, no, let's actually make a character out of her. This is a weird level, too. I like how they mix it up a little bit. You grab that rope, and you're able to climb a little bit. Pretty neat. But you can't, like, go up completely, like, too high. You have to, like, that's too high, for example. And then you go over here and be careful of the scorpion. Ooh, careful there, scorpion. Dang it. It's okay, we got some sombreros, though if you shoot them too fast, your last sombrero will disappear off the screen, so it's very easy to accidentally kill your own sombreros. I have 1 hit left. I need some cake. I don't know what cake is in Spanish, but in French it's gâteau. So if you had a cat with some cake, a French cat with some Spanish cake, no, the other way around, a Spanish cat with a French cake, you have a gâteau with los gâteaux. I don't know. That's so stupid. I'm trying so hard to be funny because I've got nothing else to talk about. I am really bombing up here, guys. I'm like a comedian on stage with no material. Not that I'm a comedian. God, I'm not very funny. This is a fun boss battle, actually. It's the only time you'll really use the sombreros, and you don't have a max. A limit. Even though it says I only have 1, and it goes to 0 for a split second. Just keep pummeling Sylvester. You'd think Sylvester would be like, gosh, maybe I should have a better weapon than blowing up balloons. Come on, man. Your son, if your son was here, you'd be like, oh, father, you've shown how terrible. I don't remember really how he would talk. He was always disappointed in his dad. So that was his character. I always wondered about that. How does Sylvester have a kid? Did they ever explain that? Whoa! Sylvester, you've collected all the Chaos Emeralds and you were going Super Saiyan. Holy nuts, that was funny. What are we on, World 4 now? Inside Sylvester's lair, the Wall of Peril. Yeah, we're almost there. The Wall of Peril. It's just a wall. Apparently, I'm wanted, though, according to those wanted posters. They want a reward of, I don't know, 100,000. Oh, geez. What is the currency of... Is it dinero? No. Can it? Is it? I'm so bad. I'm not an international person. I've never been to Mexico. I would like to one day, actually. My wife went to Mexico quite a few years ago. 10 years ago now? Yeah. She said she liked it a lot. It was, I believe it was a resort, so it wasn't like Mexico. It's like, I've been to the Dominican Republic, but, you know, it was just a resort, so I didn't get to, like, meet locals or anything like that. It's like when I've been to the States, but I've only been to Disney World. So I've never, like, gone around and met actual Americans. I mean, other than in the park, of course. So, to me, saying I've visited America is not really true, because I never went to any actual towns. It's not like I went to, like, Dallas or Chicago or anything. Oh, whoops, I did not read that. Oh, right, the high voltage zone or whatever. The music's so happy. Also, what is Sylvester doing with an entire factory? Like, dude, first of all, good job. Why do you need the mice? Go to a pet store and buy some mice if you want to eat them. Jeez. Dangerous. Oh my gosh. Careful. Very easy to fall into bottomless pits in this one, too. So be very careful. Eat some cakes. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's freaky. Oh, there's the key. Good. Again, you cannot miss the keys. If you do, the exit will not be there. You must rescue a mouse. Per level. Which is good. I mean, I think that's the whole thing of Speedy, right? Is that he's like a little local hero, and he saves all the mice. Is that what his shorts are about? I have no idea. The cheese factory. Again, what are you doing with an entire factory, Sylvester? Jeez. Up we go. This is like the last level, I think. Maybe one more after this. Then I think there's like two bosses, weirdly enough. Also, I don't think you need that kind of stuff for a cheese factory. I'm not seeing any cheese. I'm just seeing a lot of, like, electricity everywhere. And, like, steel girders and robot mice for some reason. Wouldn't they be robot cats? Oh. And, again, the blobby alien thing, which I don't know what it is. Can I get the key? Where's the key? There you are. I like how it's always still just in a cave. No matter where I'm saving or finding these keys. There we go. I think that's all the mice in the game now. I think now we just have to find the exit and destroy Sylvester once and for all. There we go. My score is so low. 3,000. Here we go. It's kind of a neat one. Just throw bombs. That's all. Boop. The trajectory for throwing the bomb is wildly dependent on your, like, movement. So jumping straight up and, like, just kind of leaning forward a little bit is getting me the best arc here. Like, that's perfect, for example. Because for some reason the conveyor belt doesn't actually do anything to the bombs. So, I don't know. Pretty easy to stay right in the middle here, too, so. He takes a lot of hits. I'm not counting. Maybe it is 9. I've not been counting at all. Jeez, I'm very accurate, though. Good for me. Oh, damn. Now, they really ask a lot in terms of how much punishment Sylvester needs to take. Oh, whoops. Nope. Was not moving. Get out of the way. Pretty sure the bomb's gonna hurt you. Try that again. Oh, that's way too... Oh, jeez. Nope, that wasn't good at all. There we go. Okay, there we go. Come on, man. I only got 1 hit left. There we go. Very nice. And we jump immediately to the final boss now. Careful. You're on cheese. Now I see the cheese factory. I'm on top of blocks of cheese, and there's queso dip. Very hot queso dip underneath us. This is just like the first boss, where you have to hold the dynamite and cook it a little bit. Don't worry about the claw. It doesn't seem to do any damage to you. So just kind of toss the dynamite. Again, Sylvester's, I wouldn't say well animated here, but he looks good. He looks like Sylvester. You know it's him. So the purple background is probably for the best. It's a nice clean background, so it's very easy to see everything going on. It did not count. Come here, you. Ooh, nice, that counted. I thought that was a little too much to get in front of him, too forward. Yeah, see, the claw does absolutely nothing. Just ignore it. Doing good. It's a good thing that claw doesn't hurt me, because I only have that 1 hit. I didn't gain any life. And if you fall in the cheese, it's instant death. So, you know, don't do that. Oh, no, that was it. We win, I guess. We blew up the cat. Oh, I don't know the girl's name. I'm trying to think of one, but I'm like, I can't even think of anything clever. But there we go, we got fireworks. Good for you, Speedy. You saved the cats in Mexico. It's a cute little game. Definitely nothing wrong with it. It's inoffensive, at least, in terms of, like, it's not bad. It's just not very good in anything that it does. And you get fireworks at the end, so could be worse. I've absolutely seen worse endings on video games than this. Yay! We get the credits. Is this an American game? I don't even remember. Project manager. Olivier Labour. Good, with a G at the end. So I'm assuming France? Janiki Michel, yeah. Either that or Quebec, and I highly doubt that. So yeah, I guess this was a European game. Dominique Sablon. Yep. Philip. Philip Arbogast. Is that a C? Or a G? That's a G. Yep. I think out of all the games we're playing for this Looney Tunes lineup, this is the most game. It is functional. It is not horrible, but it is far from the best. It is not something I will remember for years to come. It'll be one of those things where I'm just doing things, and I'll get like a notification being like, you got a comment on Cat-Astrophe, Cheese Catastrophe. I'm like, what the hell is that? Oh, we can put it in our name. I like this little round thing. We'll put it in my name. It is Phil. You know it? I mean, I should hope so. You watched me for 20-something minutes. Here we go. Oh, we didn't... Oh, there we go. We made it onto there. But Lala, you did so good. 9,600. Anyways, with that, I'm Phil in the Blanks. And that's all, folks. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.